It's sliding a little bit, but it does notice there's a pedestrian on the street, so it slows down for him. Come on, give me the signal. It's waiting for those two cars, so we've indicated those cars in blue. Very slippery roads. We've got pedestrians. Oh, and we've got to take over immediately. Hello everyone, welcome back to another FSD Beta video. So today we're doing our downtown loop test. We are on 69.2.4 right now. We had a little bit of snow dusting just yesterday at night. Its conditions right now is slushy, a lot of water, so a little bit of slippery surfaces. It's -1 degree, so it's kind of a little bit icy or slushy right now, so we'll see how it does. But first, please don't forget to like my video, and if you haven't subscribed yet and you're watching right now, please go ahead and subscribe and hit the notification button so that you can get alerted whenever a video drops. Alright, so we have FSD engaged right now. We have a left turn coming up soon. Alright, so that's our first disengagement. I don't think it was going to actually collide with that car or, cause any accidents. It was going to stop, but it was turning a little bit too sharp for my liking. So dealing nicely with that parked car over there. A little bit harsh on the brakes just because of pedestrians standing on the sidewalk. Stop for, okay, so it's trying to creep forward for the right turn over here on red. So it's clear right now. It does it very nicely. A little bit of a harsh acceleration there, but no issues at all. That doesn't really scare me with these conditions. And on winter tires, of course. So a little bit too, it's braking hard over here for this bike lane. It doesn't used to do that on .3, so we've reached our first destination. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna just stop here on the side. I'm gonna put in my next one. All right, we've got our next destination on. And FSD Beta is engaged back again. So it's creeping forward. We don't really have much traffic. I don't know why it's not signaling though. We really should be signaling, or is it trying to go straight? I'm gonna stop it there because there's a car coming across, and that wasn't good at all. So yeah, that was a second disengagement. It's funny with this .4 release. I thought it was gonna be way smoother, but it's also getting way worse. So I don't know. Let's hope there's more work in the back end that's gonna correct all these things. So stopping on this intersection right now. It's waiting for those two cars, so we've indicated those cars in blue. Should be clear right now for it to go. It's turning just to get a little bit more visibility. Nicely done. This was nicely executed, so very happy with that one. So as you can see, the truck in front of us was sliding a little bit, so we have a left turn coming up. Hopefully we're going to be in a good shape. All right, we've got the green light. Not much of incoming traffic, so we should be free to take a left turn over here. And it's choosing the first lane for some reason. We really should be changing lanes over here. All right, you can do it. It doesn't do it. And it's doing a terrible job of merging over here. And okay, I'm going to intervene over here and just push the accelerator. That wasn't good at all. It's funny because it does these very smoothly at previous versions, so I don't know what's happening. It's maybe the weather's acting up a little bit, making it act up a little bit. I'm not too sure. So we should be changing lanes to the right lane for our next right turn on 8th Street. Nicely done. And it's preparing itself for this right turn over here. It's picking up those parked cars very nicely, as you can see, shadowing them as blue. So after this car, should be clear to go right, and it does know that. Very nicely done. That is very smart and good execution for this right turn. A little bit slow on the turn, but that's not too bad actually. So we have a closed road ahead, so it should be able to flip lanes over here. Come on, give me the signal. Nice. It waited a little bit too long for that. I mean, but it's nicely done. Oh, and it changes lanes again. Not too sure what's its plan over here. Well, we're turning right. Something must be off. Oh, actually no, that's the correct way. Okay. Just messed up my route a little bit. Engaging FSD back again. Should be able to make this right turn. It's clear. We've got the green light now. Nicely done. Now it's gonna have to change the next lane to take this left. We can even use that lane for a left, but I did hear with 69.3 that it is actually changing between or using the both turning lanes right now. So with the previous versions like this one, it does prefer the first one. So it is setting itself up for this right turn coming up. A little bit too close to that car, so I've got my foot on the brake, but no issues. It did stop in the end. This right turn's taken very nicely. We've got a closed road ahead, so it should merge to the left, and it does that very nicely. Notice the visualization on that construction zone. You can see there's a lot of debris and smoke, foggish kind of like visualization. That shows that it's a construction zone and there's some equipment there. There's a few rocks and there's like a pylon and a barrier, but that's about it. It's a cool visualization. Should be turning right over here or the next intersection. Again, with the visualization on the construction zone, you can see how foggy it is. Very nice. It's so cool. It does notice there's a pedestrian on the street, so it slows down for him. That's very nice interaction. I am very, very happy with that. So even the pedestrian noticed that he is walking on the street, which is incorrect. There's there should be a designated place for him to walk since the sidewalk's closed. So he does notice that, but he continues walking. If he stopped, maybe it would have messed up a little bit with FSD Beta's plan, but that was nicely done, nicely executed. So I was hoping it wasn't going to do that. It does notice that there are stopped cars over there. Nicely executed. It does realize those cars are stopped. Oh, and it is a green light, so we should be able to, I'm gonna give it a little bit of a push. I'm gonna give it a little bit more of a push again. It's doing this turn very abruptly right now. It used to be way better, so I'm not really sure what happened or what changed. It goes around this truck, this parked truck, very nicely. A little bit worried about that incoming car. I was almost a little bit too worried. I was almost going to disengage. have a turn coming up after the stop sign. It's a little bit too timid with incoming traffic, I noticed. And I think I heard this from other folks as well. Should be able to go. Nicely done. So it does some things very nice. We've reached our destination, so I'm just going to park here and put our next one. So it does some stuff very smoothly and very like professionally, you feel like, and with full confidence, but some other stuff which it kind of like knew how to do, or like, you know, engaging with incoming traffic, that is so weird. Like it gets very messed up right now. So I'll go ahead and put in our last destination over here. Okay, so we're back. Got FSD Beta engaged. We've got our last destination put into the system or the navigation. So it's clear both ways. Should be fine to proceed. Nicely done. It does slow down a little bit too much for that truck. I'm gonna report that one. Let's see if it does pick up this 30 kilometer speed zone. It used to pick it up, but that didn't pick it up right now. We are at 32, so we're okay. So right now the trajectory should be straightforward, as you can see in the nav. So I wouldn't really put a signal on for myself if I'm driving, but I mean, it's still correct. We are doing a slight left turn. Trajectory looks good. Should be a smooth execution. Nicely done. It's a little bit cautious, but I'll take it. Yeah, we scared those people over there. I'm gonna engage it. It was going to stop, but it was there was a little bit of a delay. Getting a lot of windy conditions over here. Getting a little bit too close to that car, but I really like that there was no hesitation. Getting a little bit too close to that. Oh, nicely done, nicely done. Got a little bit too close to that sidewalk, but it's still executed very nicely. So this is some sort of we are on an incline over here. It's very slippery roads. We've got pedestrians. Oh, and we've got to take over immediately. So this was, I think, due to, I think I might have gotten dinged for that. Oh no, I'm okay. So that was probably due to the slippery. Yeah, the road is so slippery, guys. So slippery. Like when I drive by myself, when I drive manually, like I can feel how much it's resisting. So we are on the stop sign. Should be able to take a left. It's clear. Let's do it. Let's do it. Come on, there's a car behind me. Okay, that was good. But it kind of went right into the intersection there, so I'm going to report that one. Again, we're a little bit too close to the sidewalk on the right, but it's doing well. Now we've got a right turn coming up. It's clear on the left. Nicely done. Again, it's approaching a little bit close to inside the intersection for that creep, but it's still executing it well. Small roundabout coming up, single lane roundabout. It's being very cautious, which is nice. All right, it indicated that that car was not turning. Oh, and it's sliding a little bit, but it's saying to take over. But it was doing it. It was still doing it. Okay. So I disengaged over there. It kind of sensed a little bit of slippage, but the car was orientating like properly in the right direction. So I was happy with that execution, but it wasn't. It's FSD Beta does really bad with whenever indicating there's a slippage. So here's the three-way intersection. So we're approaching it. Let's see if it brakes good for this stop. Nice. And you can feel the ABS kind of acting up for that turn. And it waits for its turn, and it does the turn very nicely. Very nice execution. I'm very happy with that. A little bit timid on this turn. So we are reaching to our last destination here. So just to wrap up, a few things that it does very nicely and like it improved on, and you can feel like how smooth and very, you know, public FSD Beta ready or public FSD ready. And some of the stuff which is like incoming traffic, like it never used to hesitate so much for incoming traffic, and all of a sudden now with 3.4 or 2.4, sorry, it's not happy anymore. So, or it's like timid and hesitant and brakes a little bit. So yeah, I'll continue testing. I'll try to do this test if the weather does clear up. I'm not sure if that's actually gonna happen. Please don't forget to like the video, and if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe, hit the notification button. So thanks everyone for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.